All right, everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Fox on Finance, where we analyze market trends, financial reports, market news, and hunt down potential investing opportunities in the stock market using technical analysis. Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss these crucial market updates from me. And lastly, please remember this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. All right, I'm going to just jump right into this, guys. We're going to cover SPY, we're going to cover AMC, Rivian, and Unity today, as we always do, as our main core plays right now. But first, I want to just get into the news that's been kind of spreading, out this last 14 days with this move that we had with SPY here. With first, obviously, the fear of the tariffs, right? We had that, the Ukraine or Zelensky Trump interview, right? We had that going on where Zelensky pretty much got booted out of the White House, right? When they were talking about a ceasefire deal. Seems like the tariffs are becoming more commonly, or I guess now, like accepted, I guess, in the market, right? Like there's still some fear there with how this is going to impact things, but it seems like that only lasted so long as the main placeholder for the market fear. The ceasefire proposal that was put out by the United States was accepted by Zelensky. That's pretty much off the table now. And then we had the CPI data come in, right, at 2.8%, I believe, for February. So that's the news right now, right? That everything has been based upon market wise, allegedly, right? That's what gets painted, right? For these moves to justify these moves, right? So right now things are looking good on the news end, I guess, if that's kind of what people follow on that perspective, right? With all this bad news that was going on being painted when we saw this move coming, like what, 6, 7 days ago, something like that. So anyways, let's go ahead and look at the SPY first with the setup here. Repeat channel going on right with August 2024, exactly to the T. This trend line was from the previous low point, right, leading up to that moment. Broke that trend line, came down to your full 10% correction. SPY here to present day. 613, 552, guys, on the frickin' money right here. We came down 552 and we got a candle close pretty much right here above this 552 now, wicked right up. And then today we had the good news with the CPI, right? Allegedly, that's, the reason the market is going up now. When I knew this kind of V-shaped move was coming, and it will really confirm tomorrow. Tomorrow, I really want to see a green candle break above this trend line. We get that, and we are really confirmed for this reversal right now, okay? I really want to see that. I don't want to see another candle really come down here. I mean, you could get a candle here. You could get a quick fake out candle for sure, and then V-shape up. This whole thing is to fake you out, right? So this right here could have been enough, right, to justify that, especially when you broke below the 200 EMA. I guess that could count, right, as sort of the fake out. But I'm always prepared for these quick knife candles and then the bounce up. But the way things look today, it looked like things were turning around. Okay, so SPY looks very good. That's pretty much it, guys. We're at 558 close of day. We're $6 above my target. So barring any crazy news, any major setbacks, I guess, in the world, this should continue, right? We had 14 days to the T, just like we did over here. You're new? We literally counted 14 candles inside this channel. All right, but I don't want to spend too much time on this because this is going to be a quick update. There's not a ton to show you guys here. We just covered our setup, the breaking points, right? We don't even need to really go over any of these indicators other than, I guess, if you guys want to see the volume, look at the daily volume, right? This is on the daily. So your red volume has been peaked pretty much right here. Got a little bit of bouncing back in here, right? Green, red, green, but then look at the volume dying off now, right? And then if you go down, look at the 4-hour, descending red volume here. On the hourly, kind of got a little pop up, right, to try to maybe scare people, but really it's not a lot here, guys. I'm not seeing anything significant. I just want to really see that bounce. I really want to just see that reversal, candle come across this trend line. It does that, and I think we're taking off heavily. So that's really it. I mean, there's not much else here. Yeah, 585 could be the retrace. right? Price target wise. I think when this reversed up, 5 days it took. It only took 5 days to claim to kiss the channel, and then you bursted through the channel and just you went on this crazy bull run. And I'm telling you guys right now, don't create an alert. What are you doing? I'm telling you guys right now, I think that this next move here, if we get this again in the market, this will probably be your top. That's just me. That's my opinion right now. Things change. We'll assess the situation, but that's it for SPY. Don't want to spend too much time on that. Okay, let's go to AMC, guys. Let's look at this real quick. AMC, perfect. There's nothing more here, guys, to show you, except if you're new. Go to my previous videos and I'll give you a much deeper breakdown of this channel, but you started the channel here, local area high 556, bouncing inside the channel until you have the trend line here, 238 low, all-time low, 238 trend line going up. You broke under it a little bit, but you're riding it, and you have your local area high channel and your top of your channel, your descending channel here, all converging, meeting up around 313, 314. And our expectation is that when this candle pops through, you're going to have this massive upside. Okay. So everything looks good. This is your daily candle right here. Like, look at this. It is like smushed in here, guys. We're waiting for this candle to pop through. And usually with CPI reports, like today, people were probably expecting like, oh, why aren't we getting this ginormous push now? We kind of did a little bit, but it wasn't like selling you yet. A couple days after, going into next week, that's when the effect of that's going to hit, right? The market. So it's always a bit of a delay sometimes. And sometimes you might even get a little dip, right? Because they might want to try to paint it like, oh, it's not a good thing so that they can load up and leave you in the dust. So just be aware, stuff like that could happen. You can get your spring moves for sure on all these plays I'm going to be talking about. Same thing with SPY. You can get your little spring move candle and then it's going to be deleted, right? Like they're just trying to get that lowest point possible at entry. So this looks good, man. Like we are right there. So there's not a lot to see here. I told you guys, price target on this next impulse move is what I'm calling it, right? It's really an impulse. There's not much. I mean, unless you just are ready to go 2021 style, we're ready to just squeeze this entire market, fine. You get a ginormous candle up. But I think $22 around here would be your next level. And we want to stair step, right? Boom, 1, 2, and then like I said, maybe a third wave might happen, and then you might get up to like $55, $60 before you retrace the entire chart again. But this one has been smashed down to the ground, and I think they're going to try to do it slowly. I hope not. If it's quick, cool. I'm prepared for either or, guys, and I hope you are too. But that's it for my AMC setup right now. It looks on the money, looks perfect throughout the bleeding of this entire market. This thing has just been riding this trend line for like 6 to 7 days. Your biggest drop was here, but that's to be expected. Like, look at the gap that you had in here, right? So it could have it just did like 3, 4 candles down, but it just had a huge gap down there, and then it rode the trend line. So we're good. That looks amazing, and I'm waiting for that breakout. Let's look at the EMA real quick. Let's look at the daily or the EMA for the 200. 510, guys. So we're dropping about a 1.5 cents a day. I think I told you yesterday it was like 512. So this thing is dropping about a cent and a half a day, 2 cents a day, basically. And you're already below your local area high here. Like, look at this. When this thing comes up, I think it's just going to blast through all your EMAs. Like, look at this shit. All your EMAs are just down here. So close to the price action that if you get any type of bullish move and enough volume, you're going to destroy those trend lines. So it all looks good, man. I think it looks great. I think your volume was dying down too when I looked at it. Yep, look at this. Look at the red volume here. Just nothing. Just absolutely nothing. So that to me signals that some major push is coming. Again, yeah, nothing much here, guys. Honestly, we're in a good situation. I love it. I love where this is at. So I'm going to go on to Rivian real quick. And it's going to be very, very similar to yesterday here. Well, first of all, let's look at the daily. Again, daily cluster here of candles, right? And it looks like you're trying to get that V-shaped move out of here. Similar to these points over here. When you contacted this trend line right here, same thing. You just bounced. Okay, so daily candle-wise, guys, we're sitting right here, just touching this trend line. So again, be prepared for potential flash moves down, like say early part of the trading, could be pre-market. They could try to sneak it in. I'm just preparing you for any scenario, right? So people don't freak out, right? But I think that this is going to just explode upward, honestly. Let's go to the weekly and look at this layout real quick. All right. So weekly channel setup. Yeah, this is it, man. You have a little bit of a green weekly candle forming already here. We just want to see it finish. If you break this channel, typically what happens in the white coffee in theory is you will retrace the channel. So up to this white line, you could get that kind of push up to $28 from where we're sitting at, which is currently at 1106. And it looks like that third higher low just finally got baked in. So anyways, I see this, like I said, popping out this channel. You're probably going up here. You could also do sort of a secondary test. You can get like maybe up to here, 20 bucks, come down, kiss the channel goodbye, and then go. Okay, so be aware of those retests, right? And I'm going to keep you guys up to date. You'll have my charts in front of you as I go along this, right? But if you get up here, don't get freaked out if you come back to the trend line and then go. All right, so that could be a potential scenario. But look, selling climax was 826, and then you just have ascended every single time up this channel. So that's it, man. I'm seeing this right now the way it looks. Your 200 on the weekly is even dropping to 38, so it's scary because you're going to get very close to it when you come up to the top of this channel. So just be ready for anything, right? There's enough volume coming in. You could come up to the 200. You know, it's very possible, especially depending on the market sentiment, right? If it's super bullish, and they're going on a crazy run, like a super melt up top, these things could all explode upward, create new ranges, and then go from there. So that's what I see for that. Anything else for Rivian? No, I think we're good, right? Let's go to Unity and finish this thing out. All right, Unity here. Let's just leave it on the weekly channel. Same exact setup as Rivian, same chart as Rivian, basically, guys. Inside this channel bouncing around, your contact points here. You got your selling climax at 1390, and then 1, 2, 3 touches on the upward trend line. This is when it finally broke, and this is when you can identify where the selling climax really is, right? Is that when you finally get this number locked in and you start to ascend upward, right? You are trying to break this descending channel. So it is attempting now to come out of the channel and then, like I said, create that new accumulation range. And just like with Rivian, I'm sorry, these look so identical. Like I get them mixed up, but just like with Rivian, you break the channel, you can come right to the top of the channel here, right? And again, your EMAs, like look at this one, is very freaky. This on the weekly Unity, $42. And I told you, if you break this channel, right, you come to the top of the channel, look, you're at $57. So you break out of there, man, and then your 200's right there. You could get kind of squeezy in here. And I mean squeezy, I mean by like, giant green candle could come up and engulf this entire, holy crap, that's freaky. I mean, you could get up to $100. No. I mean, it's right there for the taking. I told you guys about this waterfall drop. Like when you have this major drop like this with like no resistance to the downside, it's going to work the same way upward. Your major resistance is just this channel, really, for Unity. You get out of these levels and then you're going to just eat these up right here. Yeah, $100 like could be like your squeezy top market push. You know what I mean? It just depends. Like in this market cycle, if this thing wants to trend up and just eat up all this, and maybe spies peaked out, you could see Unity close to being topped out up here. You know what I mean? It's very possible. Maybe over like a 3 to 6 month period, whenever this market decides to top. I mean, these charts are positioned to rip right now, based on everything. So we got to be prepared for both case scenarios. But that's what I have for Unity. All your EMAs are right there. They're curling up. You could get major pushes, man. And this is a popular one right now. So there's enough sentiment right now behind it that it could really explode. But that's really it, man. I mean, Unity, Rivian, I think I covered pretty much everything, right? I mean, price targets, this is what we're looking at right now. You got your candle sitting right here on the trend line. I don't know if we looked at the daily, but look at the daily real quick. $30. Boom. I bought today. I didn't even get to tell you guys this, but I bought more Rivian. I bought more Unity today. Well, not more Unity. Technically I did buy more Unity because I bought some last night. I bought like 7 to 8 shares or some bullshit like that. And then I bought more this morning. So I bought some Unity, bought some Rivian at these levels, and I'm really loving it right now. And I may continue to, like I said, just cycle in some money because these I think are pretty much at the entry point right now in this channel. I really, I'll be excited if you get a little dip here and then they try to flash it up, but I'm really just trying to be smart about it and just like I said, day by day, systematically put some money in and then ride this wave up. So, but I wanted to update you guys on that. I did add to the position, so that's it. I think that's all I have, guys. Everything looks really good. The market does look like it's ready to reverse hard right now, given everything in front of us, man. I'm really excited about it. And I really couldn't be more happy with this setup and everything coming to fruition right now. So if this finishes off and we finish this bull run, man, with you guys, I'm going to be so excited. I'm going to be so happy for you guys if this pays off for you. So that's what I'm doing. Like I said, you guys do what you want. But again, that's all I got today. There's not much more to see here. We kind of already saw this moves ahead. So I appreciate everyone tuning in again today. If you're new, make sure to like, subscribe, and also comment down below your thoughts on everything going on in the market right now. Okay. I'll keep you guys posted throughout the week as things continue to develop, right? So I'll be sharp on it. And like I said, with a video every day, with a live stream probably Saturday, just to kind of chill, hang out, and just look at things and maybe see where we're going with everything else, right? So, hey, you guys have a great night, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Sorry, I was working out, so my workout went really long with this, schedule of mine right now. It got a little crazy, so I will try to get one out earlier tomorrow night. I will see you guys then. Alrighty.